And they have an opportunity to set up. I remember you talked earlier, Ben Amar, really nice shot down on the low post, and we haven't seen it since.
We haven't seen it. I think a little bit of the guard understanding where to go to it, but credit Robinson. Robinson understands the pressure and where to get it to. The ball should be in his hands.
Sheldon Wright can make a one-possession game. Second free throw is away and good as Sheldon Wright, 14 points. 4 points in the last couple moments. 67-64, 2:43 to go. Landenberger, and the ball is in the hands of Robinson. Ristoff. Robinson taking his time, 22 to shoot. Stuckey, aggressive on the perimeter, and they're going to call 5 seconds on Robinson.
That's where a big's got to realize they've got to come out either the on-ball screen or the pressure release. You hit to the opening and then let your point guard regather.
Quicker Southwest lineup. Glassner, number 2, replacing Joshua Jackson. Under 2.5 to go, 3-point game. Stuckey in the front court, and a foul out high. It'll be the 8th Cougar team foul. And that's going to be second on Plum and Ristoff for the hack in the arm. Curtis Stuckey has been handling the ball but has not scored in the game. He is at the line for the first time. And makes the front end of the one-on-one. He will get another. Sid Martin returns, number 34. Glasser will sit. I think the idea with Glasser with 4 is to try and get him out on defense. Stuckey's second one won't go. Stoff, though, able to block out and get the board for the Cougars. Still up by 2 with 2:15 left. Landenberger, Robinson looking to go inside, lost his footing and then lost the ball. Stuckey leading ahead to Evans. Ristoff's back. Evans will finish. Nice turn of the body. Ristoff called for the foul. Chance for Southwest to take the lead.
Well, again, preaching back to the early shot selection of Cuesta is now with the changed defense of Southwest. Kyle's going to these jump traps have sped up the Cuesta team. Ball rotations, Robinson over dribbling has provided the leak outs and a beautiful conversion from Evans.
Evans with 5 and a chance to convert in a tie ball game. We'll push it up. He's been pretty quiet as of late. Robinson finds some space, finds Bashev into the corner. The Ristoff for the 3. That's where they want it, and that's what they got. 21 points for Plum and Ristoff.
Notice the ball does not hit the ground after Robinson swings it. Beautiful execution from Cuesta. Crunch time now. Which defenses will rebound? Which defenses will take away shooters?
Cougars with the lead. Evans. Sid Martin. Moving inside, Stuckey attacking the basket, switches to the left and finishes. He has 3 points.
That's where I thought zone late in this game could have bottled up the dribble drive strength of Southwest. Not that time, tie ball game.
70-70, minute 18 to go. Glasser to the scores table. Landenberger working it right now over to Robinson. Robinson fouled by Wright. That will be team foul number 9. 1-and-1 to Robinson, who's already at the line and ready. Glasser is going to come in and replace Wright if he doesn't knock him down on the way in. And now a change. It's going to be Martin coming out instead. Robinson, first one good, he will get another. As Kenny Robinson hits double figures in the opener with 10.
You know, Cuesta has not pressed this game. I wonder if a jump trap would be appropriate to catch a team that loves to press a little off guard. See if he saves it for late. Anything zone, anything trapped. Important 1 possession, 2-point lead.
72-70, minute 10 to go. Here comes Stuckey and LA Southwest in this matchup of 2 Cougar teams. Both in the top 12 in Southern California. The shot will not go on the 3 from Glasser. Tip back out, though. It's Cunningham. His shot will also be short. Landenberger had it. Glasser took it, and then it's going to be out of bounds as 2 officials concur. It was off of Southwest with 53.9 to go.
First game of the year, you get the jitters of, oh, I'll shoot this one, coach, and really for Cunningham after his offensive rebound, A poor selection.
Robinson back to Ristov. 18-second differential, game and shot. Landenberger trying to work inside, not there. On the other hand, there's Ristov wide open, and the three rims out right there, though. Bashev, and he'll clear it back out as that resets the shot clock. Cougars can burn almost the rest of the clock here. So LA Southwest is going to have to foul quickly, though. Rusty Blair will call a timeout with 31.6 to go.
Yeah, interesting selection there. You just had an offensive rebound. They're wanting to foul. You need to save timeouts for later in the game, but tremendous offensive rebound by Bashev. Ristov's going to pull, well, he's got a buzz cut. He's going to pull any remaining hair out. He's had a couple spin outs. He's had you look at the point totals tonight. Yeah, they've been good, but some of the shots have just not dropped for him. Easily could have been a 30-point game, but it's going to come down to free throw shooting right now. Got to get the ball inbounds. Who do you want to have it? Because Southwest, do not think they foul immediately. They're rotating, they're trapping, they're pressuring the ball. What big fellas can meet the pass? And always remember, the dump down from the middle to the rim can make a defense pay with over-aggressive rotation. Interesting selection right now with 32 seconds. Does Rusty Blair go for a bucket here, or do they try to play keep away? May not be able to have time with Southwest in 10 full D.
Plum and Ristov coming off a freshman year, averaging 9-9 a game. Excellent shooter, about 46%, also 43% from three. And as Waz mentioned, just some shots that did not quite fall. Winner of this game again is going to play West Hills tomorrow at 7 o'clock here at Cuesta Gym. And the other championship semifinal will be Sequoias and West Valley. West Valley hanging on to defeat Hancock 64-63. Sequoias beat Bakersfield 74-58. This one is 72-70. Cougars have the ball with 31.6 seconds to go and that 2-point lead.
Getting the ball inbounded from the side cannot be overlooked. Difficult to throw it near half court. Who's taking the ball out of bounds?
It's going to be Ristov. Again, about 2.5-second differential between game and shot. So Cougars could very well force a foul here as Robinson.
We'll try to trap.
Outside. Bashev, Ristov, 18 on the shot clock.
There's not enough time.
Carson.
Southwest is going to have to foul.
Carson, who's come into the game. Landenberger, 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Southwest is going to let them pull up, and Landenberger off-balance shot, in and out, won't go. They've got it with 5 seconds to go. Quick outlet. Glasner is going to call a timeout just as he gets into the front court with 2.2 seconds to go. And they're going to have an adjustment, go to 3.5 on the clock. That's a very important extra second.
That ball was rebounded nicely, but it wasn't advanced with the pass immediately. It was passed, it was dribbled, and fortuitous to get 3.5. It's going to be on the sideline. Look for some sort of pass into the front court near the top of the key. Can you have a guard on the weak side attacking the baseline, or will there be a screen away for a shooter? Not more time than 2 dribbles after a catch to make sure that this shot gets up in plenty of time.
Well, except for that first game, we've had some tight games. The 2 previous games both ended in scores of 64-63, and you can see 2-point game, 3.5 to go. So right now, you're in the huddle. You're Calvin Kyle Sr. What is your plan here?
Well, you want to advance the ball with the pass into the front court. Now, you have time on the catch to make 1 pass or at least 2 dribbles. You probably can't have both. As far as getting into the paint, Cuesta is going to be bringing in Ellis Gibson. Want to keep players in front of you, and you cannot foul shooters. Any sort of foul gets free throw shots for LA Southwest.
It looked close there that they might have called the timeout in the front court, but we'll have to wait and see. It looked, depending on the timing of it, unless it was called a little bit earlier than that. As the officials right now with the ball at midcourt.
This is one of the things throughout the season that coaches get more comfortable of having sideline, late game, out of bounds plays. Many times at practice, you don't think of these or work on these scenarios leading into your first game.
Again, Ellis Gibson coming in, as Waz mentioned, on the court along with Robinson, Carson, Bashev, and Landenberger. 3.5, they've got it into Evans. He needs to do something.
Right,
he's going to drive to the rim, off the clock, and that will not go as the buzzer sounds. They got a shot that they wanted to force overtime, just did not fall for Percy Evans, and Cuesta finds a way to come back and escape.
Yeah, very good game. I thought both teams, tremendous hustle, the fortuitous bounce of that ball rolling away for the Cuesta Cougars to get their first victory. I think both Coach Kyles and Coach Blair will look at this game and say, we learned a lot, and we're happy it's over.
You go back and you kind of start to assess this first game performance for this Cuesta team that we're going to be seeing a lot more of this year. Certainly a lot fell on the shoulders of Kenny Robinson as the sophomore. How would you feel about his game tonight?
Well, fantastic game. Coach is going to try to get him more than 40 minutes if possible. I mean, rest aplenty, using his timeouts around certain free throws. I thought Robinson had a fantastic game, especially the late game passes he had for layups. But for Cuesta, still haven't really found that offensive comfort of knowing shot selection. I thought there were numerous times with their 7- and 8-point lead that they could have had a better one if they would have. Maybe it doesn't come down to a buzzer beater that rolls your direction.
And there's a lot of offense, obviously, from Ristov, and you had Kenny Robinson starting to contribute a little bit more with 11 points in there. And I think that's the thing, too. If you can have somebody in the backcourt, you've got Ristov, you can look for him in the corner on the wing to contribute. Maybe Ben Amar, there's some upside there, but I would think also just kind of offense from different locations is what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think the beauty of Rusty Blair and all the different sets that he has, far from being complete, being the first game of the year, knowing what guys are comfortable in what situations late in the game. I think Cuesta did a very good job of being unselfish, but I don't think their shot selection was great. There's certain times when you're open, you shouldn't always be taking them. You got to get it to that open man and make sure you're pounding inside to finish off teams appropriately. I thought they kept LA Southwest in the game a little bit longer with about that 5-minute mark.
And also with Rusty Blair, a lot of new players, a lot of international players as we expect, and a lot of folks seeing action. Still kind of early to tell, but do you see that this is a team where maybe he can go maybe a little deeper than in the past?
Well, I think so. I think there's some skill and ability there. Obviously, if you're shot making for his team, he's going to find a way to put you on the floor. A little surprised he didn't go a little bit more zone today. I know he's got a multitude of defenses that he can use, the 2-3, the yo-yo, the traps on the wings. I think first and foremost, he felt comfortable of keeping the LA Southwest guards in front of him. One of those scenarios where you make them take tough shots and you play the percentage game. It worked out for him by 2 points.
Cuesta winning in their opener 72-70 over LA Southwest. Number 12 beats number 11 in Southern California, so the Cougars will go on and play West Hills tomorrow. And again, be sure to join us on Cuesta TV next semester when we're going to have a lot more Western State Conference North action here from Cuesta Gym. I want to thank John Arno and his great student staff here in the Broadcast Communications Department for another excellent broadcast. And Mike Wozniak, always great to work with you again. Thanks for coming out.
My pleasure, Randy. Looking forward to a great season.
And again, this has been a production of the Broadcast Communications Department. Cuesta TV is part of a Cuesta College marketing and communications production as well. I'm Randy Scoville. Thanks for joining us. Final score 72-70 for Cuesta. Good night from Cuesta Gym.
This program is produced by Cuesta Broadcasting. Start your radio, TV, and film career at Cuesta College.